Today marks 1138 days sharing lessons I learned and continue to learn with all of you. My hope that these insights will inspire you, support your dreams, help you achieve your goals, and really empower you to become the person that you want to become. Today I speak about alone, being alone. When is okay to be alone? When is necessary to be alone? I think that sometimes for some people, of course, who are love solitude, alone, it seems like, oh, that's exactly what they need. For some people, being alone is disaster because they're just afraid to be by themselves. Extrovert people need to go and connect and explore. But I think that every single person needs to find the time to be by themselves alone because if you're never by yourself, you're not able to understand yourself. So it means you are swayed by others much more often than you could be if you actually understand who you are, and you're not able to understand who you are by being with others. So today we'll share seven small things, seven small basic things that you understand when you're supposed to be alone, when are okay to be alone. Because of course we are built for community, we are built to connect, we are built for relationships, that we are built to serve. So we're not supposed to stay always alone. But I think that the beautiful part is when you stay alone for a period of time, you're able to be more present, better to others, improve your relations, improve your connections, improve your serving because you know who you are. So what are those seven areas that is okay to really be by yourself? Number one is for self-reflection and personal growth. That's the first one. It means that we're able to reflect, okay, who are we? Who am I? So awareness, values, beliefs is not discussed with other people. It's discussed with yourself, within yourself. Because, of course, you're not able to ask, okay, what my vows supposed to be? You're not able to go to a friend, to a parent, to a mentor, and ask, what's supposed to be my values? What's supposed to be my beliefs? You're able to really discuss, but the last thing we need to understand, okay, I need to reflect on myself because I will never be exactly the same as my mentor. I will not be exactly the same as my friend. I will not be exactly the same as my parents or my husband or my wife or whatever it is. It means when you need to really understand it, if you want to grow to your values, because every single person has different kind of vision. So this personal growth will be different as well. And when you're able to reflect and be by yourself, just detach from the world and say, okay, this is what I need to become. This is my vision. And then, of course, work, process your thoughts, process your perspectives, process your feelings, process your experiences. Of course, that allows to really grow. And at the same time, you're not able to really set your goals with others. Sometimes really you need to start from by yourself. Now you're able to really go and ask for feedback, but first you need to figure out by yourself. Number two is to recharge your energy. And of course, that's a little bit different, this one, because some people feel a recharge when they go out and meet people. And some people just really recharge by going into themselves and going and spending time by themselves. Like I'm ambivert, so I get energy by spending time and having quality conversations with people. And I have a quality time with myself as well, reading a book. Now, I get drained energy by a massive crowds. I don't like being in crowds. I don't like going to big stores as well. I love small groups and having deep conversations that is energizing me. Big groups that draw my energy. So that means understanding that if you really want to recharge, when you would love to really give yourself time, and an hour, half an hour, 50 minutes, as much as you need, as much as you're able to give yourself time by yourself. Sometimes you can potentially could rush to meet other people, but I think that sometimes spending a little bit less time with others, a little bit less time with others, but spending time with yourself will allow you to become more present, more engaged, more understanding of others because now you understand yourself. So recharge is very, very important. Number three is to focus on creativity and productivity. That means that sometimes when we want to become creative, we want to reflect on our thoughts, reflect on experiences, and be creative. Sometimes the best time to do by yourself and really create in your ideas, create and productivity as well. I know that sometimes people love to work in teams that just to make things happen, but sometimes when you really want to be very, very productive, you just shut down everything. You get in a flow mind by yourself, working on that one thing that you want to focus on, and just work so hard, and you become so productive because you're in a flow. It seems that it could be a massive storm around you, but you're in a flow. And because that flow is going, you become so much more productive because you're so focused. So being alone sometimes is great to creativity and productivity because you're able to get shit done. Number 4 is during personal healing. During personal healing, that's okay to be alone. Now, when we think about being alone, of course, we can say that 15 minutes, it could be an hour, it could be a day, it could be a week, it could be a month. And that's a different level of aloneness because we're able to be around people but still feel lonely. And I think that that's a lot that's happening because we just never had enough time to really heal ourselves from different things. So being okay to really step away from people and being alone and to say like, what do I need to heal? I think every single person has something to heal. I'm not supposed to hide it, not to cover it under blankets, not under the bed, not in the closet. No, like really heal it. And that alone time is the best time to do that. Because when you're able to heal, what that does when you're able to heal, when you're able to be alone and heal, you're able to come back to relationships with yourself, with other people, and be again much, much, much better because you are a secure person. I think there are so many times people want to have connection with others because they're insecure. They don't trust themselves. They want to follow. But I think that when you actually heal, when you actually understand who you are, when you understand your values, you become leader of yourself and you're able to lead others who didn't have a chance to heal themselves. Number 5 is to build independence and self-reliance. To build independence and self-reliance, and this is a big thing because I think that a lot of times people depend on other people, depend on their advice, depend on their help, depend on other responsibility, and they don't take ownership of their life. So when you're able to be alone, you're able to take full ownership of your life. To be honest, I always wanted responsibility. I always loved responsibility. That was always something in me. My mom always used to take care of so many different things, and I said that when I will move out, I will be able to take care of everything. And I was wanting that responsibility so bad. And I at this point as well, like I know that responsibility is something that I seek. I just seek responsibility in my life. I seek responsibility take in other areas of my life as well, just to make sure that I'm able to really grow. Because responsibility makes you grow. Responsibility takes you and stretches you. So the more responsibility you take, the more responsibility you take, the more you're able to grow. But if you want to take responsibility, you want to understand that you need to take time by yourself. You need to make sure that you are alone for a little bit because you need to build independence. You need to build self-reliance. So it means that sometimes you need to rely on other people. That's great. But you need to have some level of self-reliance or some level of independence because you're not able to become dependent on other people if you're not having dependence on yourself, like highest level of dependence. Because when you actually build a business, when you actually understand what is necessary, you need to have independence and have interdependence, that being able to really allocate things to other people as well. So rely on self, but being able to have that confidence that you're able to rely on yourself. Have confidence that you rely on yourself, but choosing to rely on someone else. That's a great thing because you have a courage to rely on someone else, even though that you know that you're able to rely on yourself. Because some people not able to rely on themselves. And the only option is to rely on others. This is a massive difference. Number 6 is when social interactions feel draining. So when when you feel that there's some interactions is draining you, I think that is great to be alone. Is walk away. Walk away as fast as you can. I know my places where I get drained, so I don't spend there a lot of time. I know the people that can potentially drain me. I don't stay with those people a lot of time. I need to walk away and I need to be by myself. Not by myself. Sometimes maybe that area drains you. Maybe find people that doesn't drain you. Find the places that really allows you to grow, improve, and get better. The last one is to connect with nature or spiritual practice. Those are very, very essential. I think that every single person is supposed to really connect with nature. I love nature. I spend a lot of time in nature. I love spending time in the mountains. I love time by the ocean and by the lake, by the river. It really allows me to connect with myself. I love spiritual practices as well. It allows me to connect me and ground me as well. It allows me to surrender. Allows me to transcend me. I think that those are amazing practices that you're able to understand that you are just a small big piece in the universe. I think that when you actually look how beautiful the universe is, how beautiful the universe is, and you start looking to okay, how we could potentially have more bliss, more joy. And I think that when you're able to be alone with nature, with the spiritual practice, that allows you to have more gratitude towards everything around you. So I hope that you reflect as well. How often do you spend time by yourself? You are extrovert, introvert, ambivert. How much time do you need to feel yourself? Because I know that some people need less, some people more. And that's where you need to spend some time by yourself, understand how much time do you need and do you give yourself enough time by yourself to reflect on yourself, to improve yourself, to get better, to really make sure that you feel the best you can. So I hope you just win and see you tomorrow.